thought I said Mia. Gwyneth Paltrow, how are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Can I say something?
Please.
I love your movie.
Oh, thank you.
It is a great movie. I think everyone should go see it. It is really great. And you are great in it.
Thank you.
First of all, you're an American. You did a British accent flawless.
Why, thank you.
Second of all, you were funny and cute and gorgeous and everything great. You were great. You're going to get nominated for an Academy Award. I'm predicting it, ladies and gentlemen. It sounds like I'm sucking up, but I don't have to. You're already here.
That's right.
Of course, with Toni Collette. Toni Collette is co-stars in the movie. Toni Collette we all remember from Muriel's Wedding.
Right.
One of my favorite movies ever. I love that movie.
Me too.
Yeah, it was
How
great.
about that ABBA stuff?
Wasn't that funny when she did the
Amazing.
whole thing at the bar? I love that movie.
I love it too.
And it was sad too at the end with the mother.
know.
Rent it, make you cry. So Gwyneth, did you have fun making this movie?
I had the best time.
Yeah.
I had the best time.
Were you a big fan of Jane Austen's before this?
Not huge. You know, I loved Charlotte Bronte. She was like my favorite writer growing up. But I read Emma for, you know, obviously to do the film. And I thought it was a really charming book, but not as sort of, you know, rich and textured as like Jane Eyre. But I think it translates really well to a movie because the plot, you know, it takes so many wonderful turns and it's so funny. I mean, it's like Three's Company meets, you know, a period romantic film. So it's great that way.
I didn't see Mr. Roker.
Roper!
Roper, what's the difference? You are on the cover of everything. Look,
Oh, God.
Here you are in Vogue. Chichi Fonfon. There you are. Oui, oui. Here you are on the cover of Us. Chichi Fonfon. Chichi Fonfon. Here's your boyfriend on the cover of this. The sexiest man alive. That must get a little tiring for you when you go out in public.
Well, you know, Denzel is now the new sexiest man alive.
See, that's good. That's a lot of pressure off of you and Brad, don't you think?
Exactly.
How, are women like really obscene with him? Do they like just sort of?
Oh, totally.
Really?
It's unbelievable. But you know what? I have to say, I'm such a lucky girl because he is so great about it. And, you know, he turns to women and he's like, no, don't do it. You know, and that's very rare, I think, for a man to do.
Yeah.
But we'll be like, one time we were at this party and we were standing in there and this woman came and sort of pressed herself up against him. And I was like, hello,
With
I'm
you
right
right there?
here.
Oh, man.
I was like, good morning, I'm standing right next to you. But he was like, stop it, you know, don't. So he's
Really?
he's very
Now,
protective.
does the same thing happen for him when guys always hit on you? Is he like a little jealous?
Guys never hit on me, Rosie.
Who are you kidding, Gwyneth Paltrow? Do you own a mirror? Look in the mirror. Of course they hit on you.
No, they don't.
You know, you just don't. You're one of those girls who doesn't notice.
Probably.
When a guy like hands you a room key, that's a hint. Just saying.
I'll know that from now on.
From now on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here to help, Gwyneth. I'm here to help. Now, you of course come from an acting family. Your mom, Blythe Danner, unbelievably gifted actress.
Amazing.
Did she encourage you to become an entertainer?
When I was really little and precocious and, you know, wanting to sing and dance and, you know, I wanted to try out for Annie and she was like, no, you have to go to school and if you turn 18 and you still want to do it, then, you know, we'll support you fully. And she does, and they do, and it's great. But they wanted me to have a childhood first.
And was it when you turned 18 that you decided to?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because that's what I'm going to do with my son. Unless he can drive himself to the audition, he can't.
Exactly.
You know? Because otherwise it can mess you up to be a kid actor, don't you think?
Yeah.
We'll talk about your dad, of course. Huge executive producer guy.
Right.
And more with Gwyneth about her movie, Emma, which you have to go see right after this. Isn't that nice? Hi, back with Gwyneth Paltrow here on The Rosie O'Donnell Show. How are you? Good to have you here. So your dad, of course, big famous producer guy, produced
The White Shadow,
White
which is
Shadow.
a basketball show, and
Yes.
St. Elsewhere.
St. Elsewhere. So you were a kid growing up on the set. Did you grow up on the set of those?
Oh, yeah. I used to love to go. When I was really little when they were doing The White Shadow, and I remember Timmy Van Patten, who played Salami. Oh, I had such a thing for him. I was like 5, but it was like, and the Harlem Globetrotters came on the show, and it was like the biggest day of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get autographs and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a picture with them, and, you know, I'm this big, and they're like to the ceiling. It's pretty great.
And what about St. Elsewhere? Did you go on that?
Oh, I love St. Elsewhere, because Denzel and Mark Harmon were on St. Elsewhere.
That's right.
And,
How old were you then?
oh, gosh, probably 10 maybe, or
10.
9.
9, getting up there.
Getting up there.
Yeah.
But I had a huge crush on Mark Harmon.
Really?
Yeah, and he would come over for pancakes, you know, sometimes in his Porsche and everything, and I would just die. I thought he was just heaven.
And were you disappointed when he got married?
Of course. You know, he said he was going to wait for me, and then he marries Pam Dauber. You know.
He's watching the show right now. Go and get my lawyer. I have to file for divorce. No, he's not. She's a great girl, Pam Dauber. So, I don't know her, but I just felt like I should say that in case she was hurt. And I didn't mean it was just a joke. Sorry. Anyway. So, where did you grow up? What part of the country?
I grew up in Los Angeles when I was very young, and then we moved here.
Really?
Yeah.
And I read a thing that you have a fake sister or something. I read that some tabloid said that you had a sister that you don't have, and they keep writing stories about her. Is this true?
Yes. I have a brother named Jake, who I adore. And then I believe it was in the Brad in Love issue of People was the first time they mentioned my sister Laura, who doesn't exist. And my brother and I were like, hello, fact check, you know, I don't have a sister named Laura. The second time it happened, we were like, okay, Laura, who is this? The third time, we're like, okay, do we have our own Rain Man? You know, what's going on? Do we have a sister, you know, hidden away that no one's told us about? So we're a little
Definitely Gwyneth's sister. Definitely Gwyneth's sister. Definitely Gwyneth's sister. Good show, Judge Wapner. Definitely Gwyneth's sister. Want to meet Brad. Want to meet Brad. Want to meet Brad. Want to meet Brad. You know, you think before you're in show business that People magazine has all the facts right, and then you come to find out
that they're totally wrong.
There is no Laura.
Practically everything.
Did you call up your mom and go, Mom, is there something you want to tell me that she didn't know about Laura either?
She was not aware of Laura.
It sounds like something on All My Children, you know, today in Pine Valley, Laura shows up. When you were a kid, did you have a lot of imaginary friends? Like, were you an active, creative kid?
Oh, yeah. I had, my best friend in the whole world has been my best friend since kindergarten, which I think is rare. Mary is her name.
No, my best friend is Jackie. She's from kindergarten.
Kindergarten?
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that great?
Yep.
I love her so much. But when we were in the 3rd grade, we made up a secret language that consists of some very scary and amusing words.
Like?
Well, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you because it's a secret language.
What the hell for the ratings do it, Gwyneth? Imagine how big this would be.
And then my brother and I developed a tour. We lived next door to the Outwater boys who lived next to us in Santa Monica. There were 4 boys. And they would always say, get off of our property. Like they'd get a Boston accent only, you know, to say get off of our property. And we would have I made the Piccolonial tours. I don't know why I got that name, but I would tie a big wheel to a wagon and ride all around the backyard, and I'd be the tour guide, and one kid would get in the wagon, and then, like, we'd have a kid in a green sweatshirt jump out and go, I'm Booger Man, and then he would be the main attraction. And, yeah.
How much would you charge for a tour like that?
Well, it was free.
It was free?
Yeah.
Can't give the good stuff away, can you? No. So Emma is open now in New York and LA.
Emma's open now in New York and LA.
And when does it open the rest of the world?
It opens, I believe, next week in 20 more cities, and then the 16th it opens all over America.
Well, you'll come back after you get nominated so I can say I told you so? Will you?
If it happens, I will.
That's a deal. Gwyneth Paltrow, ladies and gentlemen. Emma, go see it. We'll be right back with Keith Sweat.